A very good morning to everyone. With the blessings of Ma Saraswati, on behalf of Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering of IMT College of Engineering, myself, Pankaj Jha, welcomes you all to the online FDP on recent trends and innovation in electronics and communication engineering. I extend my hearty welcome to our charismatic Deputy Director, Professor Dr. Sanjay Pachauri, our very motivating and innovating conference convener and HOD Electronics, Professor Dr. Seema Nayak, and our eminent speaker, Mr. Damodar Sahu sir. The visionary management of IIMT Group is always promoting research, innovation, and development activities since last 26 years. And because of these efforts, our institute is always being recognized by government ranking agencies like NBA, NAC, NIRF, MHRD, etc. Recently, Times Group ranked us among top 50 private colleges of India and ranked 6th in among top private colleges in UP. Friends, even in this pandemic situation, IMT Group is continuously organizing online webinars, workshops, FDPs for enhancing the existing knowledge of faculty members. This 5-day FDP is going to be the most interacting and intellectually satisfying day for all. It will be a platform to disseminate the new ideas and the trends of research among the teachers. Dear audience, I'm very happy to announce that we are having participants from 13 different countries along with participants from every part of India. And to fulfill their expectations, we are having very renowned, eminent speakers from reputed international and national organizations. So now I would like to call our FDP convener and HOD ECE, Professor Dr. Seema Nayak, to welcome the delegates. Thank you.
Mute. You're on mute.
Very good morning. A very hearty good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of the IMT College of Engineering, Greater Noida, who has clubbed all of us for this 5 days online FDP on recent trends and innovation in electronics engineering. This online FDP is organized by the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. The world is full of diamonds and gems, and we are having some of them here today to build this event. We have some eminent personalities here among us today. Prominent among them is our speaker of first session for this FDP, Mr. Damodar Sahu. He is Digital and Innovation Strategist, Wipro Limited, USA. We are honored to have you, sir. Next among us is our worthy Professor Dr. Sanjay Pachauri, Deputy Director of IMT Engineering College, Greater Noida. We feel honored by his presence. Welcome, sir. I also welcome the heads of all the departments, other delegates, senior professors, all the faculty members, participants from other colleges at national and international level, and hope that this will be a professionally rewarding experience for all. We have received more than 1,000 participation from all over India and from 12 countries. At national level, participation are from around the 4 corners of the country. Once again, I welcome you all. मैं आप सभी को निमंत्रण स्वीकार कर यहाँ उपस्थित होने का आभार प्रकट करती हूँ. Today on this platform, most of the participants, that is 261, are from Maharashtra. So, IIT परिवाराकडून मी तुमच्या सर्वांचं स्वागत करते. Being the head of the department, I would like to highlight achievements of the department. The Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, established in 2005, having an intake of 126, offers BTech course. ECE department is privileged to have sponsored project from MSME, Government of India. We have established MSME lab in our campus. Department receives consultancy works for the different projects. Texas Instrument Lab has established a Center of Innovation in Analog Electronics. And there is a one MOU with SETPA Infotech for Center of Excellence in Embedded System. Department has experienced faculties and having good publication in reputed journals. Department has IA student chapter and our students have been selected for many competitions like AICT Vishwakarma Award at All India level, Texas Instrumentation Innovation Competition, etc. We also have a strong industry academia interface for meaningful product idea development, which is growing year after year. We have a very large pool of alumni who are at higher level in their field and doing excellent. During this pandemic situation, fortunately, we all have learned new technologies, and due to this only, today we are at one platform from different regions. But unfortunately, the whole world is facing this pandemic situation. I wish you all stay safe with your family. कोई भी प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत करने से पहले हम मां सरस्वती का आशीर्वाद लेते हैं. So I request our web team to play the Saraswati Shlok. Web team. This is a digital platform, no some time required.
Ma'am, I think there is some connectivity problem. So proceed with Pachori sir for his speech.
Okay. I now request our Professor Dr. Sanjay Pachori, Deputy Director, IMT College of Engineering, Greater Noida, to give his welcome speech. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Srimanayak. A very good morning to one and all. And our Honorable Managing Director, Shri Mayank Agrawal ji, IMT Group of Institutions. Respected Shri Damodar Sahu ji, Digital and Innovation Strategist, Wipro Limited, USA. And respected Professor Seema Nayak, HOD ECE, IMT College of Engineering. It's a great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome you all on the inaugural function of online FDP on recent trends and innovation in electronic engineering. I would like to add one thing over here. Electronic engineering means nowadays nothing is electronic, nothing is computer, nothing is in standalone mode. Nobody can say that only this thing is sufficient. It's a trend of blending. So all of the departments, actually they goes through a blend type of thing. So it's a major role of electronic department over here. FDP is conducted by electronics department. So major role is over for the electronics department. I would also like to welcome all the participants and faculty members to this online FDP program. We intended to facilitate upgradation of the knowledge. Here, I would like to introduce IMT College of Engineering. So IMT College of Education, IMT Group of Education, established in 1994. So it's approximately more than 26 years in this education sector. IMT College of Engineering was established in 2004-05. We are having 4 campuses in Greater Noida and Meerut, 1 engineering college, 1 pharmacy college, a law college, a management college, a polytechnic college, and a B.Ed college in Greater Noida campus, 1 university in Meerut, and another management college in Meerut, and 1 hospital in Meerut as well. IMT Greater Noida is having a great tie-ups, as listed by HOD Dr. Professor Seema Nayak, having the tie-up with renowned groups, renowned universities, as well as with the government sectors like ISRO, Innovation Cell of MHRD, IIT Kanpur for their virtual labs. Within this last 15-20 years journey, IMT College of Engineering got a reputed name. So in this Times of India rating 2020, IMT College of Engineering got 3rd in Greater Noida, 5th in UP, and 39th position in entire country. All of these positions are within first 50. This is the journey of IMT College of Engineering. As I spoke that we intended to facilitate the upgradation of the knowledge and skills and to provide opportunities for training of faculty members of all of the engineering college departments, especially for the electronics engineering department. It is very important for all the faculty members to remain active and updated with at least latest research and development activities, because new emerging technologies are having a great impact on the life of each and every person. Science and technology innovations are having the prime over the economic and social growth of the country. The reason behind the economic development of the developed country is the advancement in the technology. It means hybrid technology. It means where either computer science or electronics or pharmacy or medical science, whenever they all shake hand, they provide such a solution which can really needed even in this pandemic as well. The developed country have invented heavily in science and technology innovations. It has been found that countries which have science and technology oriented global strategies have sustainable growth, higher GDP, and faster economic development. So at all level, we must also encourage opportunities and technology and innovations. In the field of electronics and communication, the technology has advanced at a very fast pace. As we are very well known that few years back we were using 2G mobile phones, and we were quite happy as we are having such a phone which is having the internet facility even. nobody was very well known that this is not the final stage. We have very recently converted to 4G, 3G to 4G. And still when we are in 4G era, we are not satisfied because we are very well known that 5G is knocking our doors. The desire for higher data rate and bandwidth for internet access led to the development of 4G and 5G standards. This is an example. The increasing demand of compact electronic gadgets has reduced the size of electronic circuits, which is from the nanometer to micrometer to nanometer. And at the end, I would like to say that we must promote such type of research and innovation related faculty development programs. With these words, I once again welcome all the delegates, distinguished guests, participants in this online FDP. Because in this online FDP, I especially congratulate to the Department of Electronics and Engineering for their efforts. This is actually the efforts by the department, which I come to know that more than 1,000 participations are there from 12 countries. It's a great, great achievement by the department. I would like to appreciate all the department and welcome all the guests and the participants. Thank you. And over to Seema Naik, please.
Very much, sir. Now I request our web team for the lamp lighting digitally.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Thank you, web team. Now I request to Deputy Directors Dr. Sanjay Pachori to announce that FDP is open.
Thank you, Seema Naik. I declare this FDP as open.
Sir, thank you, sir, for giving us time from your busy schedule and grace the occasion. Thank you very much. Now I request to all to switch on their cameras for a group photograph. Yes. Thank you. Now I hand over this session to the FDP coordinator, Mr. Pankaj Jha, to continue our first session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And our first eminent speaker, as discussed by you and Deputy Director, sir, Mr. Damodar Sahu. Before starting the session, I would like to say something about sir. Sir is digital and innovative studies, automotive and manufacturing business, Wipro Limited, USA. As a design thinker, Damodar sir works at the confluences of business and emerging technologies. His digital transformation approach and innovative technology application thought process is well accompanied by presentation as a speaker in numerous technology conferences and globally, and through his numerous articles and blogs in the print and social media. He helps customer advance their product and service realization goals with direct impact on revenue growth, market share, and cost to serve via differentiated way of working, exploring the art of possible for the client and deliver an experience-led capability built around customers' business, a high velocity change, build capability designed to scale seamlessly. Sir, I welcome again in this FDP. And one more thing I would like to say for our audience, we will share attendance link through Google Form. So please update your attendance during the session, and you may ask your questions in both platform, either in YouTube or we have created a separate group. So sir, please start your presentation and uh, please
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hope I'm audible properly. Namaskar and good morning to everybody. If you are attending outside India, then good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And just to start with my, I think it's a nice intro. It's a long intro. It was not required. And current situation, I think it is very important for all of us to do little things and stay happy, right? And if you see the recent SSR case, I don't want to comment on that, but it is very important to speak out, right? And the major parties, last 4-5 months, we all are working from home. We do everything from home. So please speak up, speak out, take a call, talk to your parents, friends, and all. It's very important even to stay ideal sometime. I always say staying ideal, sitting ideal is also a very difficult thing to do. No, if you feel that you have time to sit idle, but please cherish that memory. Remember something, what you have done better or you have done well in the past. So net, I want to say it is very important for all of us to stay happy, do little things, and find pleasure on that. And I will share my screen. So before that, let me talk about a little bit on this current pandemic, right? The economic cost of this COVID-19 are, and it will be devastating further on a scale perhaps never seen in modern times. At this stage, the human costs are unfathomable, right? So this is one of those turning points in history. The pandemic will profoundly change our economy or will change further our behavior and society. Some leaders who fail the test will definitely lose their jobs. For an example, elections are coming up in US, India, right? I'm sure those leaders who have failed the test definitely will lose their jobs. Some government that fail their people will lose their power. Many organizations will come under scrutiny, and we hope the change is for better tomorrow. The goal, I mean, it's a new promise, you can say. If you see, we are in new normal because we are in a new era of digital age. We are in the second era of internet, where the technologies like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, blockchain are providing the leaders with an unprecedented set of opportunity. So these technologies have not stormed the world yet, but rather they are still developed, and I'm sure it will be slowly in an uneven and combined on complementary manner. So these technologies are now very relevant to the current scenario, which is never before. If you see the blockchain, if I say 2025 was called as the blockchain era, blockchain of the year, but I think it is getting preponed to 2023. So it is getting advanced, not just to the business and the economy, but the future of public health and safety of global population. Traditional systems have really failed, and it is time for a new paradigm shift. To build a Victor Hugo, nothing is more powerful than an idea that has become a necessity, right? And with this, let me share my screen. So I will be focusing on the intelligent service part. how machine learning and artificial intelligence really help or helping in a brave new world. The new world is nothing but, you can say, the current scenario in the world after this pandemic. The world we live is changing at a very rapid pace, right? We have seen that. We never expect that we will come across this last 4-5 months, and we never know when exactly I will board a flight and meet a customer in person. I don't know when I will go to my office, meet my colleagues. Even I don't know when I can come back to India and see my parents, my family, my friends, right? So it's totally uncertain at this moment, right? So coming back to my topic, can a machine have emotions? I'm just asking a question, but you will get my answer during my presentation. Can a machine be self-aware? Can a machine be original or creative? Can a machine be on benevolent or hostile? Can a machine have a soul? So during my presentation, you will find a couple of stories, and I will give you few real world scenario where it is happening or going to happen. So let me talk about the story number 1. Mitra. Mitra is nothing but, you all know that it's a friend. It's one of the aspects of bonding and alliance, right? I can call you my Mitra. You can call me your Mitra. So let me take you to a corporate world where you have found 100,000 of people or 200,000 of people working globally, diverse inclusion, many citizens, maybe 98 citizens are working in a particular platform or a company, starting from different age of people, young, mid-age, and senior. And nowadays, both wife, husband, they're also working, and you have young college graduates, they're also coming out of the college and join it, right? And that's why if you relate to my first statement, which I inform, it is very important to stay happy, even though do little things, but please stay, that is very important. But in corporate life, because of many issues, it can be work-life balance, it can be spouse conflict, it can be anything, people are coming under stress. And my second statement I talk about, it is very important to speak up, speak out, right? Even though if somebody found that he's not speaking out, it is your duty as a human, you pick up the phone or you meet him and speak out, right? So still, in spite of that, a lot of people, they don't prefer to speak up or speak out. So there are few corporates I can found that they have a intelligent AI chatbot connected to a toll number or toll-free number. They ask their employees, if you have any concern related to personal, professional, social, please call on that number. Like in US, 911 is the only one number when you can reach out to anybody, police, fire engine, hospital, ambulance, right? In India also we have different numbers, 100, 101, 104, right? So similarly, I'm talking about Mitra. Mitra is, I'm just for a reason, I'm just saying it's Mitra, but I will talk about how and who are there behind Mitra. So I told Mitra is a AI, is an intelligent AI. AI is nothing but artificial intelligence. I will talk a little bit more about AI, ML, robotics later on. But on a story 1, so let's say somebody is in really stress. It can be for work reason, it can be for personal reason, maybe conflict with spouse or family reason, or some social botherings, right? So let's say he called that number. Hey, I'm so-and-so. How can you help me? Then Mitra will say, hey, Damodar, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, or wherever you are. So how are you doing? And the moment I will say, hey, I'm not doing good. And the moment I will say, hey, not doing good, then Mitra, the intelligent chatbot, will definitely take a back step. He'll say, hey, this guy is not in a good mood. Okay, then he'll start saying, how can I assist you? What is your problem? Where are you? So asking a couple of questions, where are you? That means he's taking his geolocation, where exactly he is, whether he's in office, road, home, some different country, some different position, right? That is asking, hey, I am so and so place. Then, okay, tell me, how can I assist you? How are you feeling? Where are you? What is the why did you call me? Then let's say that particular person will say, hey, Mitra, I call you because I'm facing this problem. I'm not happy with what I'm doing. You got it? He said, I'm not well. He said, I'm not happy. So not well, not happy, not good. These are the things the intelligent chatbot really captures it immediately on real-time basis, right? And then he'll again start asking, okay, what are the problem? He will say, okay, I'm under stress because of my work. Last, let's say, few months, I'm working in a location where I'm not allowed to go outside. Everything I'm doing within 10 by 10 world, and that is really causing me a lot of stress. I'm not able to meet my family. My family are not here. They are in different geo, and totally, it is really causing a lot of stress on my head. That means the intelligent chatbot is noting down all the negative, all the negative emotions of that particular guy who called that particular number. Then it doesn't mean that the intelligent chatbot will handle that particular caller on real-time basis. He has to transfer to some live agent back up that particular number so that somebody can quickly come up and take that guy under control. So chatbot, I'm not talking only chatbot, this is an intelligent AI chatbot. He or she did his job and she has captured all the things and quickly, seamlessly, he has transferred that line to a live agent. Live agent is nothing but that live agent based on that particular initial interaction. The agent, the AI chatbot will decide to whom they should actually transfer the line, whether they should transfer to a doctor, they will transfer to a police, or whether they will transfer to a psychiatrist or psychologist or something like that, right? So here, the particular caller, let's say me, I call to Mitra, then I'm under stress, related to stress, related to my well-being is not good, I'm not well taken care of. So definitely some consultant is required to talk to me, right? So this, I'm talking about the intelligent AI, how the AI is becoming intelligent and they really take things control initially. And the moment they feel that it is going beyond their control, then similarly, they will transfer the line to a live agent. So when the live agent comes, you know the story, you know how that caller will be handled. So this is story number one. Just let me park you here and I will take to story number 2 and 3, and I will take the entire setup, how the machine learning and AI really helping in a new brave world. The world we live in changing at a rapid pace. Again, I'm repeating it. It's because the digital transformation has taken a center stage across all industries. Everything you can talk, education, your university, anything, the cloud, the AI, IoT, these are all the increasing attack surface of your organization's digital asset. And you can't, you have to live with the digital. You can't ignore it. You can't say, no, I'm not going to adopt this technology. Then you will be left behind. You will left behind the bus, right? So you have to have it because this is the demand, So if you see the fourth stage of industrial evolution, the first stage of industrial evolution, or you can say it's happened in 1784. Basically, if you see that it's a simple mechanization steam engine started, and that progressed to electricity. Then the mass production in the assembly line happened. So we call it second industrial evolution, somewhere around 1870. And the third industrial evolution happened 1969. This is basically for silicon-based microprocessor control, computer, electronic, and it's an automated factory, you can say. That is third industrial evolution. And the era which you are into is the fourth industrial evolution. So we call it Industry 4.0. It's a German word, right? So we are in the fourth industrial evolution where we are having cyber physical systems and IoT. We all know that, Internet of Things. And then from your steam to your mass production to automated to a intelligent factory. So now we are in intelligent era. We are in an intelligent world, right? Everything is automated. Everything is interconnected. Everything is smart. We talk about. We talk about smart campus. We talk about smart university, right? So everything is interconnected. So that's why it's a cyber physical system. That's why you can see a lot of ransomware happen, cyber attacks happen, right? So I'll come to that. Just let me park you there. So this is intelligent factory means everything is intelligent. Everything is interconnected, right? And everything is cyber physical connected. So that's why you are in this era where it is very important for us to stay relevant and be updated, what is happening around us. So what has changed due to this COVID-19 outbreak? No business as usual. You guys are not going to college. I'm not going to my office, but still we are trying to manage my clients online, and you're also still trying to do your remote study, right? So no business as usual, and disruptive situations everywhere. Unprecedented times has really left business under-prepared to manage crisis, right? Infrastructures are not as usual. People are not on road, cars are not on road, right? Impact on returns, growth, economy, interest rate, foreign exchange, everything's gone for a toss, right? And you all know that employees cannot work from offices, some business premises, travel restriction. You know how the consumer, travel industry, hospital industry is really impacted, right? But there is a sudden strain on both IT and security. That's why you have seen last 4-5 months, there are a lot of attacks on a lot of corporate, especially ransomware, right? It happened, in the automotive industry happened, in the bank happened, in the IT company happened, right? And so economic impact and reduction in the demand forcing organization to scale down the operation. So that's why a lot of people have shut down their offices, shut down their stores, right? And ramp down of operation due to this. So a lot of things has happened. So I no need to repeat that. And it is really devastated at a scale perhaps never seen in my time and your time, right? And despite this warning, the world was oblivious. Some nations and leaders more than others now they are paying the price. Definitely they will pay for that. No, you never know what will happen to even US election coming up in November. Yeah. And this pandemic has really revealed the serious deficiency in our system. We are not prepared. We have seen a lot of other pandemics. We have seen hurricane coming up. We have seen cyclone coming up every year, twice, thrice in India, right? Especially in East Coast, you have seen that, right? And still, of course, in 99, if you see the super cyclone, that was totally devastated. Close to some 20,000 plus people have died in coastal part of India, right? Eastern part of India. Now, less than that, that has really helped us to prepare. Now we can predict, we can get early warning, and we are prepared. Now, almost there is very less or zero casualty happens in cyclone, in India especially. But this has really revealed the serious deficiency in our system. So it says that a lack of innovation, I mean, technology, infrastructure, data governance, right? We are not actually ready, but could have been predicted. My question was, could have been predicted? Yes, I was reading few research paper where actually it could have been predicted, right? If few people have really alerted us in advance saying, hey, this is the novel in nature. Novel is nothing but new in nature. And this is the symptom. And if that particular country or region or city could have alerted the rest of the world, then I'm sure people have taken proper measures, proper precautions, and they could have prepared how to face this, right? In terms of, let's say, they could have planned better for the health record of the citizen. They could have planned the supply chain, just in supply chain kind of planning. Like if you see earlier days, the hospitality, the bed and the ventilators, all things are in kiosk. Now it has come to a stage where we are actually addressing this, right? Economy actually come to a problem, right? And the fourth one is the rapid response could have been managed better, and something reward some irresponsible behavior of the citizen, right? Especially India, you have seen that, right? So how some citizens, some sections, some cities actually is totally different behavior, right? And so that this could have been predicted. I mean to say, So I do not want to do postmortem in this region, but I want to take it forward. So this is the new reset. This is predicted by the analysts and consulting companies, right? This is the new normal, you can say, So how long this will be there, and how long will be the failure of the particular industry, and how damage it really caused, it will be caused further. So this is in public domain, you can get it that, right? So the Great Reset is nothing but R stands for respectful, I can say, and E for engage proactively. That's why I said, guys, we are not meeting people, we are not going to a campus, we are not going to our office, so but still we need to engage very proactively. That matters a lot, right? And we have to create a safe space. So wherever you are studying or doing your stuff, so you have to be in safe space. That's why you always say, stay safe, kind of things we are mentioning. Then be empathetic, because you are not only passing through this stage, we all are passing through this stage. So empathetic, and to sustain and keep going, then you have to build trust, right? And finally, yes, ultimately our aim is to stay healthy and be happy. Yeah. And story number two, the future of workplace. So wherever it is, it can be the healthcare, it can be future of your class, future of your university, your college, maybe future of my corporate, my office, future of my client, right? So don't quote anything on Arogya Setu. For the namesake, I have put it here, but I don't have anything to talk about Arogya Setu. But Arogya Setu is, as per I know, it is being further developed, and it will become a electronic pass for everybody to get into any business, get into any system. For an example, if tomorrow I want to go to my office, and definitely my company will ask whether Arogya Setu is on your mobile or not. That will say whether I'm affected or not, right? That's how I put it. And I will talk about how the innovation and the transformation in citizen services will happen, and how the digital identity and digital trust are very, very important. And then of course, then I will talk about a little bit e-pass. So if you see 2030 in India government's automotive vision, right? By 2030, almost all the cars on road you will find are either electric car or smart car. More or less, you will find electric car. So that's why if you see all the manufacturers across globe, they focus on electric car. And the car of the future is not only electric, it is autonomous. It should be shared and mobility. That means what? You can do anything, everything from your car. You can run your office. You can run your webinar from your car. So that is what people are actually gearing up. So that is one thing I'm talking about. How that is relevant to the health and your scanning access control on your office or college entry exit, and how the digital identity or the new services and citizen services will help you on crowd sensing and social distancing. So that I will talk about. In 2 minutes, I will finish this story. Then I will take you to the other chapter of MI, and ML. Yeah. So what I feel is that as future is, everything is connected, everything is smart, and of course we are all sharing our data, and government will again start monitoring you, what you do in the car, how you drive, and how your driving pattern, whether you are a good driver or bad driver, and that will decide your insurance premium, that will decide your driving persona, and that will decide how much maintenance you should pay to the particular OEM or service center. And as everything is in link, your Aadhaar, your PAN, your all other digital identity, and based on the digital identity, then of course, as we are running everything on digital, so digital trust is very much required. So the safety, security around you and around your enterprise, around your cloud, whatever you do, right, in the enterprise or personal space, that is very much essential. And based on that, let's say you will be given a persona saying, okay, out of let's say you are a good citizen or bad citizen, average, I'm just talking about that. Based on that, everything will be, let's say, monitor. For an example, in a case for car, I'm talking about, if I'm a good driver, I maintain my car well, so I will pay less insurance, I will pay less maintenance. And if my car is well maintained, so why should I scrap the car after 15 years of age, right? If my car is well maintained, I will be allowed to even use the car beyond 15 years. So any government or Delhi government cannot scrap my car. Say your car is 15 years old, or your truck is, let's say, 20 years old. If I maintain my car or truck, then definitely I should be allowed, right? So that is, I'm talking about a little bit on the automotive side. And the future of healthcare, the next story I will talk about the future of healthcare. So let me park here, and let's say the moment I will go to office next, definitely my access control system may work, may not work. If it work, that means what? They have taken my app, whether I am healthy or not, from Aragos for an example, and whether I should be required to come to office. If I don't have any business in office, then why should I come to office? So at the entry, I should be disallowed. Hey, Damodar, you are not allowed to come to office today. You don't have anything to do office, go home and work from home, right? So that will be automated, right? And even though if I get inside, then of course the crowd sensing and social distancing. Let's say if I am in a webinar, now I'm doing remotely, right? And if I have to do in person in a particular conference room, and the conference room, let's say have only 4 people are allowed to do, the 5th guy won't be allowed inside, right? In a classroom, for an example, 40 to 20, let's say your 20 students are allowed, then the 21st students should not be allowed. So that is the technology will definitely come up, and everybody will be forced to use the technology. That will really help, to control the crowd sensing and the social distancing, right? Similarly, in facility management, it can be a cafeteria, it can be in social gathering, right? And this become a norm, right? So this I'm talking a little bit of example I want to give on the future of workplace. You say anything, it can be even the Arogya Setu kind of will be developed further, whether I should be allowed to board a flight or not. If I am not well, if I am not keeping well, then I should not be allowed to board in a flight. I should not allowed to board in a bus or train, right? So that I'm talking about the e-pass, electronic pass. So this will be a pass to talk about how hygiene, how healthy you are, right? So this I'm talking about. The government will definitely use it, right, to take this talk about of your entire health. Yeah. And the story number 3 is very interesting. The future of healthcare, how the AI-enabled robots will definitely minimize up-close interaction between the healthcare workers and the patients. Now it's doing, and all the robots, if you see at this moment, are used in shop floor manufacturing. All the manufacturers across the world, if you feel that it is almost replaced the worker, because they can do a work better and tirelessly. There is no shift required for report, 24/7 continuously for 365 days in a year they can work, right? And if you see all the automotive companies, if you see, they're all with robot. Not only robot, even few warehouses that has been replaced with a cobot. Cobot is nothing but a collaborative robot. Collaborative robot is nothing but like I talk, you listen, and the moment you ask me questions, I will respond. Similarly, the robots will collaborate each other and they work seamlessly. They will just work like a human, right? And if you see one of the Amazon's world-class, the world-class warehouse somewhere in west coast of US, absolutely zero human intervention. So that means what? Once you go to the Amazon, search a product and get into cart and place the order, immediately the robot will go pick up and they will ship it. So this kind of supply chain optimization, you can see it, right? So that I'm talking about the robot and cobot. Yeah. And this will definitely be a great help to this particular scenario where you have a high chance of infection. Do you feel that the humans should get inside to do the disinfection? No, robots can go that, right? For an example, like we have our bomb squad team, right? Do you feel that if any bomb disposal has to be done, do you feel that a human should go into low, fast level, we should send a robot, right? So for a healthcare scenario, so how AI-driven robots are really helping, I will give you a couple of examples here. Let's say anything in high-risk centers like hospital, quarantine facility, elderly care homes, we can use actually intelligent AI. My previous story, if you see the story number 1, how the intelligent AI chatbot really have that particular color to take things control, to understand the emotion and transport to a live agent. This way, this AI driven robots will definitely help at fast pace, right? So where humans are not needed, or if humans are deployed, then that will be risk to those healthcare workers, right? And AI bot nurses. So this will be very popular. It is already, I think, few hospitals in India, they started. So earlier days, when you used to go to hospital, they will say, there is a welcome, right? Welcome, so-and-so, and there will be a nurse or a receptionist used to register your details, right? And you will be diverted to a nurse, then nurse will do your entry level or the fast aid testing, then you will be allowed to a doctor, right? So AI bot will do all those things. There is a robot, and before going to hospital, let's say you do your registration and share everything, your height, weight, email ID, all blood, whatever the whatever the basic information you have, put it there. And then once you go there, then maybe if you are enabled with your, let's say, facial recognition, then the bot will recognize you from your face, and he will say, hey, welcome Damodar, how can I assist you? And if you are there for some consulting, then of course it's a tele consulting. No, remotely also you can be consultant with a doctor or nurse. If you are required to do further test, again the bot will also do all your tests, blood pressure, anything. If entry level, they can do that. So that why I'm talking about that, that will really reduce or even prevent the health worker and the patient interaction, right? So that the infection can be prevented then and there, right? Of course, there are serious cases where that is required, and of course, then the AI bot nurse will alert to the next level of nurses or the healthcare staff, and then definitely the patient will be taken care of. But if you see, most of the things can be prevented, right? And even if you see the human machine collaboration for smarter healthcare, let's say patient monitoring can be done through. It doesn't mean that you have to deploy a 24/7 nurse, not required. A robot can keep an eye on elderly people or a patient, right? In case of any movement, anything happened, then quickly it will trigger to the emergency cell, right? And even also language, even it is not that only Hindi, English, no, even bot can be trained or programmed to talk about different language in your regional language, Marathi, Bengali, Gujarati, whatever you want, right? That can be done. And so I'm sure this will be the future, and how AI enabled robot will definitely, healthcare system, patient care. I'm talking about temperature taking robots. You can say delivery robots will come and give you all the medicines, right? So that is all, I think, looks very promising to me at this moment. I think people have already implemented, and people are there to implement further. Yeah. And with this, let me take you a little bit on AI and machine learning. I'm sure you know about the machine learning. So machine learning is based on the idea uh, that the machines should be able to learn and adapt through experience. If you see, I talk about the intelligent AI chatbot, right? It doesn't mean that from the day one he will talk to the caller like this. Over a period of time, he will be intelligent, right? The moment a doctor practice, like we say, right? If you do more practice, then definitely will be perfect, right? So similarly, it is over the months or years, we can make that particular agent as a intelligent agent, right? And that is called machine learning. And AI refers to a broader idea where machines can execute tasks smartly. And then of course, AI applies to machine learning, deep learning, and other technique to solve the actual. So AI is a bigger animal, bigger machine, bigger thing. And on subset, you will find your machine learning, deep learning. Then I will come to that. What is the basic difference that? So AI is basically, it is in, if I put it in very simple term, there is a broad term that describes machines programmed to think. Right? That means you are really programming a machine to really think and work and behave like a humans, right? So it can be classified, let's say, applied AI or a generic AI, right? If you see, the 72% of the decision makers believe that AI will be the biggest business advantage in the future. Most of the call centers or where the live agents are there, that is already replaced or will be replaced further by this intelligent chatbot. Where the live agents are there handling calls, handling entry level of information, giving some answer to that is already replaced or will be replaced further, right? So because this engine can really work better than human. That is what, right? And it can work 24/7. So you no need to put the 3 shift of your human agents in any of the support center. Yeah. And the ML is the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed, right? Over a period of time, the moment you handle, like if the moment I will handle a lot of patients as a brain doctor, I can say, okay, I have 10 years of practice or 15 years of practice. So similarly, that is what actually you can say. Yeah. And deep learning is a subset of, again, machine learning. And typically machine learning needs to be told how to make an accurate prediction using the data. Is it fed? And deep learning is basically designed to function like the human brain, right? Take a decision, right? using some algorithm, so that we talk about that. Yeah, and AI in action everywhere. It is in action in, let's say, everywhere. Even also it will action in healthcare, your education, university, right? So everywhere it is in action. Yeah. And robots, I have given you earlier that how robots and cobots basically, and cobots is basically for collaborative robot, and robots, that it gets used under the artificial intelligence banner. But it doesn't mean that all the robots are smart. That they have to be programmed well, and set of rules need to be programmed by a computer so that based on that they will work, right? In a factory environment where you need to hand over one thing and the other robot will take it over, right? So that similarly, how they can collaborate each other, that plays a role. Even robots are being used for even healthcare, for brain surgery, right? Any other critical operation, right? They should do that. So it is more or less program thing, so which will give the result up to the optimal. Yeah. And today's machine learning, if you see, I can put it into the 4 bracket, right? So machines that need to be taught by example before they can apply the resulting insight to a similar task, right? So let's say a machine is programmed, okay, every 10 seconds he will just spray something, for an example, to keep this room hygiene, let's say some spray. Let's say a machine in a campus, right? Just to roam around and see if any suspicious objects are being there, so that he will alert it, right? So this is a simple program, right? And the second one is, let's say, machines that can extrapolate from a general pattern and apply it to the other data. For an example, if any anomaly, any kind of suspicious thing, quickly that will extrapolate from a general pattern and apply it to other data, and alert somebody. This is second type of machine learning. Then the third one is machines that can unsupervised and study data to find patterns, getting better with the experience. So that is called again intelligent AI, right? So that will become, of course, it will never autonomous, but something you can pick up from an unsupervised data to find patterns and getting better with some kind of, and machines that can work with and exploit a given set of rules to move towards a desired outcome. So this is the optimum, the fourth one, right? So it comes one by one, right? Simple thing, then how you can extrapolate, then how really it can act and study to find the data pattern, getting better visibility and experience, and take it to a little bit near to autonomous. And the fourth one is, of course, it's outcome where that can work and exploit a given set of rules to move towards a desired outcome. So that is the final, And so current scenario, how the machine learning is really helping us to fight the pandemic. There are a couple of things I have studied, and machine learning is an important tool. Of course, everybody is using it, and AI ML are the talk of the town, especially in digital era, where it takes this opportunity. I mean, it takes opportunity to collect data, pull up the knowledges, and combine the skills, and how it can be acted as of now and in the future. Like I talk about the 99 super cyclone happened in eastern part of India, where many lives lost, right? I mean, it was absolute, there was no early warning. I think only you got the early warning maybe few minutes before, and that's all, right? And but next one after happened, I think a couple of years ago, people were prepared, government was prepared, and people are prepared, right? So similarly, this also happened. So again, this thing will learn from this pandemic and will take action. And the next pandemic, definitely, I'm sure that we will be able to predict. Yeah. So identified also, this will help how we can identify the most risk area, like we are doing it now. We are saying that this is a red zone, or this is a contaminated zone, or some kind of zone. We are classifying it based on the report coming up. So this can really predict it actually, how the infection risk, who are at the infection risk, which region, severity, then also the outcome risk. Outcome is nothing but what is the risk that a specific treatment will be ineffective for a certain individual or group, right? And you have seen that, in even geo-wise, country-wise, let's say the pattern is different from what US, India versus Africa, right? And people are not able to really correlate actually, how it is happening to a brown, a white guy to black guy, right? And to a different region to another region, right? So definitely that will also really help it actually. And screening of patients and diagnosis will be very fast using this machine learning method. Yeah, and it is actually, as I told you earlier, the AI bot nurse will really help so that the health worker cannot become direct contact with a patient. So screening will be speed up, right? So you go there, stand, everything is done, then you move out, right? So you are not dealing with a human. So that if you are dealing with a human, then there are a lot of human touch, then the emotional thing will come into picture. So though robots are made emotional for a certain kind of things, but here where they have to work on a warfare, so it has to no emotion. There is no emotion. So they have to do their own get going, right? So speeding of drug development also happening at this moment, and they are taking the pattern of different kind of geos and how these are really functioning, and that will really help them to speed up the drug development. And identifying effective existing drugs. Let's say if any similar kind of pandemic, let's say for an example, influenza happened earlier. It doesn't mean that no, this is the first pandemic we are coming across, right? But it was never in this global in nature, but it was in regional in nature. Let's say earlier happened a lot of flu. Yeah, I'll talk about the next slide. Let's say how we can predict and spread the infection disease using social network, right? For an example, let's say I've just given an example. Let's say a farmer who is starting to develop some symptoms might live in a very small village, and with no nearby hospital where that will really help him to perform his test. But this same farmer might be able to access social networks and immediately leave hints about this health and spread the disease. Say, hey, in my village, I'm facing this total different kind of thing, which is I don't think I can be able to go to a nearby hospital, but I think this is a different nature in place, so he can actually spread the message, right? So that will definitely help other cities or geos to really quickly take a control and what is happening. It's totally novel in nature. So definitely people will get into in a very what is called warfare kind of basis and take things under control, identifying what exactly happened, right? So these are the things I'm talking about, how these will really help to curb or to help develop I mean, take action to control all those kind of novel in nature. It can be virus, it can be any kind of calamities, right? And yeah, then also it will also help predicting the risk of new pandemics, as I told you. So this we could not predict it. I'm sure it will help to predict the next pandemic coming up. So I think where engines are strong, and will help with the help of World Health Organization and other research organization. I'm sure then machine learning, the researchers are able to even identify potentially, genetic strains, right, of influenza, let's say with high level of accuracy, and they have done earlier as well, this we failed. I can say a couple of regions which the origin of the city where people didn't get any proper alert actually, that it is totally different in nature, novel in nature, so that people could have taken, even also I can say lack of even World Health Organization's act part, right? And that is what exactly the things are happening at this moment. If I coming to the business angle and how this will really help your student to actually adopt AI ML as one of their interest area, the technology they should adopt and get into the corporate life. So these are the business size of 399 billion by 2025. And this is a great future in AI, ML, and robotics. And most of the, I think, people are showing interest. All the tech world is behind this, and people are really spending, investing billions of dollars here. And you can see how the future of AI, especially in image recognition, or let's say automated geophysical feature detection, or let's say anything, cyber security again coming up very big way. So I'm sure the last one will slowly move forward, because people are investing more on the cyber security threats, right? Because everything we do remote, so all the cyber criminals at this moment are very active. Yeah. And I talk this, the car of the future is connected and autonomous, shared, and electric. And you see by 2030, this industry will totally shift from, let's say, RPM to EPM. EPM is nothing but your experience per mile, right? So now we are all talking about, the mileage per liter or per gallon, right? So they will talk about, how will be my experience per mile. So based on that, I will pay, right? So that the entire automotive industry also moving in a different direction. And this is the car of the future. Connected, autonomous, shared, electric, right? And this is the current status of 2020 and how the 2030 status looks like, right? 96% will be connected. Autonomous will be 79, so that you will have your self-driving cars, autonomous car like Tesla, right? And shared, now shared is basically for one person, right? Will be 26%, so that you don't need to own a car, right? So car will be available for you to share, right? And electric, of course, now it's 3% worldwide, and that is expected 24%. Yeah. And India has a vision that all the cars by 2030 should be electric. So this is a 24 is a global vision. Yeah. So as a whole, AI contains many subfields, including I talk about machine learning, deep learning, and neural network, right? Computer vision again, NLP also. So these are all the subset of the bigger one, AI. And so what is the next, the future of AI? The future of AI is, the future is now, right? AI is impacting everywhere at this moment, if you talk about, right? And this pandemic is really given a, what a green signal for all the technology, what do you call, to come forward and prepone it and put it on fast track and make it scalable, right? The blockchain I'm talking about, this is becoming scalable. Even the most thing people are doing is an AI ML at this moment, right? So AI and the future of privacy is again, in human rights, right? Of course, AI can benefit society because I told you that will really give the digital identity. And of course, as you have digital identity, then you have to have a digital trust, and that e-pass I talked about, right? So that is in the citizen service part. And of course, for corporate also, it is very, very, very beneficial, right? And then if you talk about the future of artificial intelligence, the war robots and the other thing, right? How humans might use AI in the real threat, right? If any threat happens, no, I don't think humans will be implemented. So the AI trigger thing will go and fight against the other country. So that is actually a very scary part of the AI I'm talking about. But the other use cases, if I talk about the healthcare, we talk about your home will be smart home by AI and shopping in AI world, right? And so of course, whatever you do in this sunny, then the last piece is very important. No compromise on security. Ransomware, or a lot of where to cyber attacks are very active. So we have to be very, very careful on the security part. Yeah, cyber security. Yeah. Then I think this is my last slide. Back to the future. 1964, I think AT&T has a picture phone. What you have seen in this particular picture here, right? And so this is, I think, AT&T. I got it from AT&T 1964. Today, the digital image technology is so well fabric to so much of our day-to-day lives, and we are really using it, right? I mean, we just take a picture and we edit it and post it everywhere, right? And why I put it back to the future is, it was there in 1964 by AT&T, and this is again back. All the Zoom meeting, your Google Meet or WebEx, whatever you're doing it, right? So it is all back. So that's why I say it's back to the future. It was there somewhere and people are using it, right? And now that's why I say it's back to the future. So all things are back. So if you have any question to take it here, I will prefer to take it, or otherwise I will answer it later. So with this, I think let me take a pause. Thank you. Hope it was helpful. Yeah. Am I on time?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for such a great and innovative session on AI and ML. Sir, we are having some questions. So should I take it?
Sure.
Sir, first question is from your story third. You have discussed about AI-driven robots. So question is, will it be cost effective so that maximum number of customer can use it in India?
Yes, yes, yes. This has to be cost effective, and it is cost effective. Yeah. because that is replacing couple of agents or nurses, right? So, and the robot will work tirelessly 24/7, right? So it is cost effective. Yeah. And of course, earlier those days robots were very costly, but now I think it is got into some production grade, so it is very, very cost effective.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Next one is, sir, you have discussed about the role of AI and ML in this pandemic situation. Will it be effective in our country also? Yeah, we are doing something related to AI and ML in India, so.
Yes, yes. If you see our Medical Research Institute of India, they are heavily using AI ML. The central research, right? I call it what the central CMIR, right? Yeah, Central Medical Institute and Research Organization. I think they are using it. And globally, a lot of research organizations, even the pharmaceutical organizations, they are using AI ML. That is the only way they can do. Otherwise, they cannot put it into fast track and get the vaccine out, right? So people are all using this method. Yeah.
Okay. Means we are doing a lot.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Sir,
And if you
next
see
one is,
Indian startup ecosystem, I think AI ML is their priority at this moment. See all the Bangalore, Gurgaon, or wherever our Silicon Valley, like Bangalore in India, right? So people are all using, investors are investing millions of dollar on the AI ML startup. Yeah. And I have seen a couple of universities also, they have taken 1 or 2 subjects on this, especially in, a few reputed or big organizations. I think if you have not, I suggest IIMT should take into consideration AI, ML, IoT or blockchain, little bit on, So they should take 1 or 2 topic to the syllabus,
okay, okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Next one is, sir, is there any other app has been developed like Arogya Setu for COVID?
So I told you not to quote on Arogya Setu. I just put it for a representation purpose, but I like it because that will be the e-pass for the citizen, right? And I'm sure if other countries have not adopted it, they have to adopt it. That Arogya Setu will help me whether I should board a flight, whether I should get into my campus, whether I should go to a social gathering or not. If Arogya Setu is not with me, then that will trigger to others, hey, this guy is not having that particular e-pass. So please be careful of this guy. I'm just telling you something, but I'm sure this will become a norm. At this moment, I think government cannot enforce it because government has to deal with a lot of emotions and all. But I'm sure the moment we are out of this crisis, we will have some norms coming into picture. Yeah. So that's why I quoted the Arogya Setu. So yeah. So people are commenting on Arogya Setu. So I'm not going to the negative part of it, but the positive side of it, yes, it is a e-pass. Yeah.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you. Next one is, sir, what is difference between strong AI and weak AI?
Okay, so strong AI, I can say strong, just like if you people are having strong coffee, or I don't know, India doesn't drink coffee, only tea. So let's say strong coffee or light coffee, right? So what do you mean that? So strong dose is nothing but more intelligent, and weak means, of course, I mean, that will just stand alone. Let's say like a watchman, right? So watchman, what you are expecting from a watchman? So he will say, okay, just be there 12 hours in a day, watch. If you find something, inform me, right? And it's a strong watchman in what? You have enabled him to take an actions, right? Let's say a watchman versus a police constable, right? So both are different. So police guard is a strong AI, and simple the private security guard is a weak AI. If that way I want to put it, yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, no doubt, next question is related with mankind, that AI and ML is new era. But is it good for mankind?
It is good. That's why I told you, it is good if we address this security part. Let's say my data, I'm sharing all my data, my Aadhaar card, my PAN card, my everything is my social security, everything is on with government, right? If then government has to protect my digital identity, right? If my digital identity is compromised, then I'm gone. That's why most of the government, they have already come into GDPR, the privacy data, So I think Europe has already implemented. In US, California has implemented. So I think government of India is yet to implement that. So Once the GDPR is coming to picture, of course, your data is protected, then of course, then that will really benefit. Real benefit will come the moment all the data are shared and and at aggregator level, different organization or the government will use the data for a different purpose. Let's say how you can prevent, how you can really identify a fraud happening in advance, right? How you can really predict a accident, the accident is going to, can you do that? So how you can identify the criminal immediately after this things happen, right? So because of the data, then digital, otherwise you can't do that, right? So that will really help. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. One more question is there, sir. It is related with neural network. Can we relate neural network with AI?
Yeah, AI is the big one, right? So then your ML, deep learning, NLP, neural network is all subset of AI.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for a great session. Now I would like to call our conference convener, Professor Dr. Seema Naik, for a vote of thanks. Ma'am.
Thank you, Damodar sir. It's a very nice and informative session. And topic of the session is AI and ML. Really very good and the burning topic. Okay.
Thank you very much.
And I thought everybody will clear their concepts. And audience is all the faculty members from the different colleges. And thank you very much, sir. Now it's 11:30 p.m. in Chicago, sir.
No, it's for me time.
Yeah.
Okay, don't ask me time. It's midnight for me. It's 1:18 a.m. So that's okay. Don't worry about that.
Oh my God! Oh, thank you very much, sir.
No,
and for
absolutely.
your
It's
support.
my pleasure talking to you all, and would like to even attend similar kind of session in the future. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time, sir. Okay, thank you,
Good
sir.
day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay,
Thank you,
bye.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.